Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I will be testing makeup in front of you guys. So like the title suggests, today on camera, I will be showing you guys how the majority of the products that I showed in my last Sephora haul perform. So some of these products I have been trying throughout the week, and others I will be testing first time on camera with you guys. So if you guys want to see how these products perform and my honest and true opinions about them, then just keep watching. And so prior to this, my face is completely clean. I did just wash it with my daily cleanser that I use. And so the first thing that I like to go in with is a sunscreen. So I just like the way it applies better, like the sunscreen and then the moisturizer. I don't know. So this is the Supergoop matte sunscreen, SPF 40. Here's what it looks like. So it is kind of just this like fleshy tone shade. You guys can see it probably a little better when it's actually on my skin. And it just kind of like mattifies your skin a little bit, which in my case doesn't really matter because I go in with a really thick moisturizer. Sunscreen, I feel like you don't really actually notice a difference in it. With sunscreen, you just kind of have to trust that it actually is working. So I do like it. I like that like your face looks neutral in terms of like oiliness. Obviously, like I said, it doesn't really matter because I go in with a really thick moisturizer that makes my face like super dewy. So then I take the It Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream. And I'm pretty generous with this. I do use this morning and night. But I feel like it's really good. Like it keeps my face moisturized for hours. And I just like how thick it is and how it feels like it's actually penetrating my skin. I don't know. I just really like it. So I do just let the moisturizer and sunscreen set on my face for like a good 10-15 minutes because I don't want to apply my primer or my foundation right away because I do feel like it's going to slip inside. I've had that happen before with other products. So I do just let it sit. But in the meantime, I'll tell you guys a little bit about these products and like how long I've been using them. So I did post my video last week. Since then, I've used this one religiously like every single day, morning and night, and same with this one, just to kind of get the feel for it before I like tell you guys about it. This I do recommend as of now. Like both of these products are really good. The sunscreen though in itself, I don't think is like anything special. It is matte and it is like awesome and cruelty free, but SPF 40 is not the highest, so I don't know. I do feel like there's other alternatives to this sunscreen, and because I do put on a very like dewy moisturizer, I don't really like see this being matte as like an all amazing do all kind of sunscreen, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so now that I've let that sink in for a little while, I'm gonna go in with my primer. This primer I didn't mention in my video because I picked it up a little while ago, and I did mention it in one of my vlogs, but this is the Milk Makeup Hydrogrip primer. This stuff is amazing. This is honestly like my holy grail summer primer. So yeah, I've been like literally using this up so much and loving it as well. During the rest of the year when like your skin doesn't need that much like protection against slipping, your makeup slipping and stuff like that, my favorite primer is the YSL Touche Éclat Blur Primer. That one is amazing. I feel like it literally makes your skin look so perfect. But obviously for the summer, you need something that's probably like not silicone. Well, at least I do. Something that's probably not silicone based and is going to help my makeup adhere a lot better. So this has been doing it for me. So then for foundation today, we're going to be trying on camera the Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection foundation. in the shade 5. So how I like to apply my foundation, I wear a lot of foundation. Okay, so I like to apply directly onto the skin and then take a brush. So this does look a little runny, which is kind of, I wouldn't say like worrisome, but I do think that it's probably not going to be like full coverage. Yeah, buildable perfecting coverage, weightless skin texture. Runway tested. We will see. And then I just take a brush. This is the Time Los Angeles 101 like foundation brush. Okay. So that's one pump. And quite honestly, I'm very unimpressed. It just kind of seems to have like very, very, very little coverage, even compared to like my Giorgio Armani foundation, which is also a very like lightweight buildable foundation, but that one at least has a little more, it's like a little thicker consistency, so it has a little more coverage on your first go, and then with the second round it is better. So I'm doing the exact same thing that I literally always do after doing my first coat on my face. I just take the pump directly to my sponge and do like a couple pumps on here, and then take this directly on the face. So far the shade isn't too off. I would prefer probably like a shade darker, but I don't think that this is 5, so I don't think that 6 is gonna work the way that I want it to. However, let me try to zoom you guys in. If you see, I literally like just applied this. It's already like creasing up on like my upper lip area. Which I'd have to say is not really normal of a foundation to do, or at least the ones that I own. So I'm taking just like the slightest ittiest bit. Okay, looks a little bit better. Maybe it's just application. My application wasn't the best. So far I'm not loving the foundation. So for today's video, I did want to try this out on camera for you guys. This is the Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder. I have tried this a couple of times and just tried to play around with it to see how I do really like it. I feel like it does not do a good job at setting the under eyes. That's probably not its purpose, and I totally get that. But I'm not a big fan of applying so much powder under your eyes. I feel like it gives you just kind of like a more heavy, older look, if you will. Like it just, too much powder like ages your skin and really settles into your fine lines. So I will use it, and I have actually tried it. I mean, it's like an under eye powder. I have tried it for like the rest of my face, like my T-zone really quick when I came back from like running an errand. I was really oily and I was like, hey, let's try it out. And it did work amazingly on your T-zone. But because I do want to set it with like a lighter powder, I'm going to be taking the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r powder in butter. This is also like a new purchase. I've just purchased it like probably like a month and a half ago, so I didn't include in the video because I've already like tested this out a bunch and I love it. For my powders, I do like to use brushes to set them in, not my beauty sponge, just because I feel like it gives it more of like a light application and coverage. So I use this one, which is the Morphe x Jaclyn JH01 to set my face, and then this one, same collection, JH07 to set my under eyes. But just to show you guys really quick how I would use this powder, here's what it looks like. It also is very like softly pressed, so like if like you guys can't see, but there's a bunch of particles flying in on the lens. Even if I were to like, if you guys can see, there's a lot of like flake up on the thing if I just like brush through it. So my camera may have cut off for that one. I just tap the brush on the product to pick it up, and then tap the product under my eye. And I feel like that gives me the best application. And so far, honestly, it just kind of is like a no shade powder that I do feel is okay to apply it to the rest of the face. It's really like nothing special about it. So quickly before we move on to the eyes, I'll show you guys how I do my eyebrows using the Marc Jacobs pencil. I've only tried this product like once, max twice since my video. And so far I can say that I really do love the gel part of it. It is like a really nice color. I love the color of it as well. And the pencil is pretty nice. I don't really haven't used a pencil in a really long time, so I can't like really compare it to any other pencils. But I have been liking to kind of like start my eyebrow in like the middle because this is very pigmented, I will say that. And I don't want to use like that much of it, so I just kind of do like brush strokes at the end, making sure that I like coat my hotel and ever so lightly define like the bottom line. And then just start defining the line up here. Just filling it in. And then like before you go too far into like the inner part of your brow, I just brush my hairs back up because I don't want to like draw like this crazy old brow. So I'll add a little more brush strokes down here. And then now that my hairs are like all brushed up, I can actually see like, okay, I want a few hair strokes right here, you know, and continue to brush it out. So that's pretty much what you get. I do like how like natural it looks in comparison to a pomade, because obviously pomades, I feel like they're easy to work with. However, you do get a very like heavy looking brow, unless you go like several shades lighter, you know. So I'm quickly gonna do this one, which I'll probably edit out anyways, and then we'll get back to the eyes. So there we have it, the eyebrows are on. Next I'm just gonna take this super old, it's part of like the Morphe black and white brush set, brush that I use to like brush out my concealer or like eye primer or whatever, and just brush out all those creases for my eyelids. And then taking this super fluffy brush, again from the Morphe x Jaclyn set. This is the GH30. It's a super fluffy tapered brush. This is just how I do kind of like everyday eyeshadow. So I take whatever bronzer. This happens to be the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Murumuru, I think. Yeah. I don't know, Sun-Kissed Bronzer. Murumuru Butter Bronzer. I don't know, they've added more shades and it kind of, they kind of all look the same, so it's kind of really hard to tell like which one's which. But anyways, I just pick up some product on this brush and then start packing this on my eyelid, because we're just basically doing like a one shade eye tutorial. So I pack it all over my lid to kind of set that powder and make sure that there's no creases there. And then picking up some more, I just kind of start to like blend it out all over the crease area and slightly into like the brow bone. Okay, so back to products that I haven't tried. I have not tried any of the Patrick Starrr one size makeup brand eyeliners, so I will be trying those on camera. I just kind of like had no purpose to use eyeliners in the last week, so I didn't. I feel like we'll go in with the felt tip liner first. I'm kind of scared because this is like, I'm not saying not exactly my forte. I used to be really, really good at liquid liner, but it's just kind of one of those things that if you don't practice, you lose it. So, okay. I'm going to try to be in frame at all times. I'm going to start here. So far, so good. And So we do have a wing. I would definitely have to say that this is probably not like beginner friendly. It's so amazing and so easy to use, but with that being said, I feel like it's so easy to mess up. And eyeliner in itself just like takes so much practice and such a steady hand, and just is such a hard thing to do. I don't know, but it was so smooth and just really, really nicely like created, designed. I don't know, it's very, very good. It's great. Okay, I'm gonna try to do the other eye and hopefully they come out so okay, so we did have a major malfunction. Problem solved. I did just kind of like retake off all my eye makeup, and well, it's only one eyeshadow, and then put it back on, and then tried the wing liner again. It's just not, if you're not used to using like a felt tip pen, very lightweight, skinny, you know, marker end felt tip pen, then it's just gonna be probably a little harder for you, as it was for me. Anyways, we got it. It's all good. Wing liner looks mediocre. I'm gonna curl my eyelashes and then apply some mascara. So I curled them pretty well, but on camera I'm gonna be applying the Dior Show Iconic Over Curl Mascara. I have tried this. I tried this, I believe, 2 times. The first time I think it was just kind of like, it's not that great, and the second time it was just like, I don't know if my eyelashes were like dirty, I had gotten foundation on them, I don't know, but my eyelashes looked horrendous. Okay, however, my thoughts currently is that this mascara does not help hold curl. It does not. It honestly is so comparable to my Chanel or Le Volume, right? Yeah, Le Volume de Chanel mascara. Obviously not in size or aesthetics, but this one, here's what the wand looks like. You know, I think, no, it is plastic. So yeah, they're plastic bristles like this, but very good for volume. I feel like it really always pushes up my lashes. And here's what the Chanel one looks like. They are actual bristles. And it has kind of like a wonky shape, I'm assuming, to help you, you know, lift your lashes up. With that being said, I don't know if I'll return this or what, because it just kind of was like really disappointed in it, and I feel like there's other mascaras very comparable in price that I hear do much more. So we will see. But nonetheless, I'll show you guys how it performs on camera. So I use the like looped side, the side that goes like this, just because I feel like it hugs my eyelashes the best. And I start from the root and work my way up. Then I do like to go from behind and just try to give them that curled effect. Make sure that they're fully coated. Understandable though that like these mascaras, both of the Dior and the Chanel, are not waterproof. So it's not like glue, you know? But I just didn't expect it to be like so freaking heavy, you know, that like my lashes cannot hold the weight. Okay, so that's pretty much all of it. It also could be that it's like a new tube, you know, and it needs to like dry out a little bit. These ones came out like a little bit more. Let me try to zoom you guys in. Okay. It's kind of hard to see behind the liner, but these ones came out a little more separated, and these ones clumped a little bit more together, but at the same, like nonetheless, they still a little like droopy. Today I did feel like though they didn't fall as much as they usually do on like other days. So I don't know, I'm conflicted because I'm not saying I want to keep a trash product, but like if you use this for daily use with no eyeliner on, you are going to be able to see that your eyelashes kind of just like stick out like this, you know, like this. Which for me is kind of problematic. It's a $30 mascara. You would expect it to do a lot more. Okay, I'm back. Just curled my hair real quick, you know, look a little more presentable. I lost my other clip. Oh, there it is. And I did put on fake lashes. These are the Baddie lashes. You can't even see the name. Maybe a little. Whatever. I don't really recommend them. I feel like they are drastically different. These were all repurchases that I got from them. And I'm putting mascara on my lower lashes. And I feel like they are drastically different from the originals that she had launched way back on the day. But that is just my opinion. Okay, so that concludes today's video. Just a quick summary of everything that I tried. So far, I do like all of the products. I know I gave kind of like very critical opinions while I was applying them. For example, the foundation, I do love the way it looks right now on camera, in person, very beautiful. It is more of like a satiny finish, not exactly luminous, not exactly matte whatsoever, but it has a $65 price point. So do what you will with that information. I feel like there's other foundations on the market that do the exact same thing for a much better price point. But yeah, it is, and it definitely isn't like medium to full coverage. I have a spot right there that it didn't exactly cover. So, you know, I do like it. I probably want to test it out like a few more times before I actually know, like, am I going to keep it or return it? This was my very first impression of the product, so, you know. The mascara, I do like it. I feel like it really just depends how it will perform that day. Like I said, last time I used it, it was a mess, and this time it actually, I mean, I'm wearing falsies, but it actually performed a lot better. I probably will not return this and just finish out the tube and then continue, like, my journey on finding the perfect mascara. The eyebrow pencil I love. I do love how it's giving me more of like a natural like boy brow, if you will, look, but this is just has like remarkable pigmentation. Like you can have a softer hand and get like a lighter application, or press a little bit harder and just get more pigmentation on like your strokes and stuff. So yeah, really, really great product. Really good invention that it comes with your gel and your pencil all in one. Amazing product. I really, really like this. I kind of already touched on the sunscreen and the moisturizer. I do love these. I love this combo. Again, sunscreen, they kind of all work the same. You know, some will clog your pores more than others, but that's totally up to you and to like pair any kind of combo however you want. I do wish that this had a higher SPF, so I probably won't repurchase this after I finish this tube, and will be on the search for just a higher SPF with more coverage. But as for the moisturizer, girl, I am hooked. I will probably repurchase this till the end of time. Like, it's that amazing. It's just so fucking good. Okay, you guys. And the eyeliners, the black gel pencil works amazing. I love it. It like literally did not, yeah, there is a significantly less amount of smudging than I get from any other pencil, so I love that. The price point is there for these. Amazing. As for the felt tip, I do love it. It just is very hard to work with if this is not what you're used to. So I feel like with some time, it will be like a favorite of mine's. But I do love how it looks like when the application is done and it's like dried down. Very, very beautiful product. Very good pigmentation. So yeah, just a little practice will probably make this one of my all-time favorites. And last but not least, the Pat McGrath Labs Sublime Perfection Under Eye Powder. This, I like it. It's just didn't blow me away. I think the price point is what really puts me off. It's $30 for this size, and for a powder that doesn't set your whole face. Like, I'm sure you could use it to set your whole face, but I wouldn't. It's more of like just a blurry, like anti-shine blotting powder, if you will. And so with that being said, will I repurchase this? Probably not. Will I return it? Also probably not, because I already have it and it does work. So I'll still get like my good use out of it. I have used this to set my under eyes without any other powder and just this, and I just feel like it gave me too much of like a white cast, but not a white cast, you know, I don't know, just like too luminous of an under eye. So I do prefer using a setting powder and then applying this. But with that being said, this is like a $60 combination, you know, you don't need to spend that much money on powders. So you might as well just invest in a good powder that you can use to set your whole face. And that is essentially universal. Like, you can use this to set your under eyes, to bake. They have lighter colors if you want a more brightening effect. If you put this under your eyes for a longer amount of time, it will give you a more luminous effect, you know. So I don't know, I just think there's other things in the market that work better than this for this price point. But again, it is Pat McGrath Labs, so, you know, do what you will with that information. Okay guys, so that was all of the products that I showed in my Sephora haul and went ahead and applied on camera. So I hope that this video is helpful to you guys, at least, and helping you determine if you are interested in any of these products, how they could potentially perform on you, and if they're worth your time and your money. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found this video entertaining and helpful. And like always, please don't forget to leave your video requests in the comment section down below. And again, don't forget to believe in yourselves, stay woke, stay educated, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in next week's video. Bye.